Hey, what's up, y'all? And we're back with another 2024 college football team preview and prediction. And today, we are doing the Virginia Tech Hokies. So anyway, or the Turkeys. Uh, but anyway, so last year, you were 7-6 with a bowl win against Tulane, so 6-6 in the regular season, and then you started out really bad. Yes, a 1-3 start, but you did manage to turn your season around and make it to a bowl game. So yeah, I think you started out with like 2-4 in your first 6 games. Flipped that to 4-2 your in your last 6 games. So I think you finish off the season, yes, winning 5 of your last 7 games. But anyway, so yes, your rough start. Like I said, you did end up losing to Purdue, Marshall, and Rutgers. Yes, and those were embarrassing losses, especially the losses to Marshall and Purdue. Anyway, and you did also lose to Florida State, Louisville, and NC State, and those were good teams. But anyway, so yeah, no, there's a lot of big expectations for Virginia Tech to be a dark horse in the ACC. Uh, anyway, but I mean, they're definitely headed in the right direction under Brent Pry. Anyway, they do bring back quarterback Chiron Drones, and yeah, he did have about 2,100 yards with 17 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions. So yes, he takes good care of the ball. Anyway, completed 58% of his passes, 7.3 yards per attempt, had a passer rating of 137.2 and a QBR of 68.6. Anyway, you'd like to see the total yards, completion percentage, yards per attempt, touchdowns go up. But anyway, I'm sure that he will improve as a passer. But anyway, and he was terrific as a runner. Yes, he is a dual threat quarterback. He did have 800 rushing yards last year. So about 2,900 total yards. But anyway, so yeah, and then for your backup, yes, QB2, you do have Grant Wells returning, who was the backup last year, and then you also brought in Colin Schlee from the transfer portal from UCLA, and he also used to play at Kent State. Yeah, so it looks like Wells and Schlee will battle it out for QB2. Anyway, so now looking at your running backs, yes, you do bring back your leading rusher, Brayshaw Tutton, and you also bring back Malachi Thomas. But anyway, so then taking a look at your wide receivers and tight ends. Let's see, you do bring back Daquan Felton, was your leading receiver. And you do also bring back Jalen Lane and yes, and you do bring back the Gosnell brothers. You've got Stephen Gosnell as a wide receiver, and Benji Gosnell is a tight end, and you do lose tight end Taquan Wright to the transfer portal. He transferred to Ole Miss, so. But anyway, so you do bring back almost your entire offense, pretty much. So you did have about 30 points per game and 390 yards per game. So I think with the offense with year two with the same players, should improve. So I mean, your running game was good last year. Just need to do better in the pass game. But anyway, so now taking a look at your defense, now you do lose a few pieces on defense, including a linebacker, Alan Tisdale, who was your second leading tackler on the team. You had like 75 tackles. You do lose one of your cornerbacks, Derek Canteen, the transfer portal. Let's see, you lose a defensive end, Feldarius Payne, to the NFL. He had 4 sacks last year. Let's see, and then you lose defensive tackles, Norrell Powell and Mario Hendricks. So, but anyway, but in the transfer portal, you did bring in some guys. You did bring in defensive tackle, Ananias Pebbles from Duke. Yes, and he was the best defensive lineman at Duke last year. So get Kelvin Gilliam from Oklahoma. You get a defensive end from Alabama, Curtis Perry. And then let's see, you do also bring in linebackers, Sam Brumfield from Middle Tennessee. He was the leading tackler at Middle Tennessee. So, and also linebacker Caleb Spencer from Miami. but anyway, so now on the defensive line, yes, you do also bring back Josh Fuga, so at defensive tackle, and then and then linebackers. I already said you lose Alan Tisdale, but you do bring back Kelly Lawson, your leading tackler, 85 total tackles last year. Like I said, his 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 right hand man, Alan Tisdale, is gone. But you do bring back Jalen McDonald and Jalen Keller. So anyway, so now if you look at your secondary, so you did lose cornerback Derek Canteen. Let's see what you do bring back. Cornerbacks Mansour Delane and Dorian Strong. And then Strong was your interception leader with 3 interceptions. So, and now let's take a look at right in safeties. It's junior back Jalen Stroman, Jalen Jones, and Keontae Jenkins. So, all right. So last year, you did have a good defense last year. 316 yards per game, 24 points allowed per game. You were second in the ACC in total defense, yards per game, behind only Clemson. So, but anyway, so now how about we take a look at your schedule. So anyway, let's start out. Week 1, you do play at Vanderbilt, and I mean Vandy is just absolutely horrible. They probably won't win an SEC game this year. So yeah, that's a win. And then after that, you do play Marshall. Yes, so your revenge game against Marshall, you got embarrassed by them last year. So, and I mean that's just inexcusable. So I'm sure you won't let that happen again. I'll give you a win there. And then at Old Dominion, now you have lost the last 2 times you played at Old Dominion. You lost there in 2018 and 2022. But I mean you cannot be losing to teams like Old Dominion anymore. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you will finally win in Norfolk. So and then also fun fact, yes, Virginia Tech and Old Dominion are contracted to play each other every year through 2031. So yes, alternating home and away. So, but anyway, so then next up, you do play Rutgers, and yeah, you lost to Rutgers last year. This year you get them at home, so I think you'll get your revenge against Rutgers. And then, so then you start ACC play, right? Just straight conference games the rest of the way. You do play at Miami on a Friday night. Yeah, I do think Miami is going to be better this year. So you do have to play them on the road on a Friday night. And you know what I always say? I'm always going to pick the home team in these Thursday or Friday night ACC games. So yeah, I have you losing at Miami. And then after that, you do play at Stanford. Guess a long way to travel. But I mean, Stanford is just terrible. So I mean that's a game that you should win. So and anyway, so then that puts you at your first bye week. And then after that, you come back home and you play. You host Boston College on a Thursday night, and yeah, I do have you beating Boston College. You blew them out last year, so would expect a similar result. And then after that, you do host Georgia Tech, and yes, even though you do get them at home, you do think that Georgia Tech is headed in the right direction with Brent Key. So I mean, yeah, they do get their quarterback back. So Haynes King. So I mean, maybe a little bit of an upset. But yes, I have you losing to Georgia Tech. So anyway, and then after that, you do play at Syracuse. Guess Syracuse was a team that you blew out last year, so I think you'll beat them again. And then let's see, and then you play Clemson at home. Yes, I do have you losing to Clemson. I just think that they're you know a way better team. You know they just got way more talent than you. So yeah, you're losing to Clemson, and then that takes you to your second bye week. Then after that, you do play at Duke. You know, Duke is kind of going to be rebuilding. Your quarterback transferred. Riley Leonard, yes, to Notre Dame. You do have a new coaching staff, losing Mike Elko. Hiring Manny Diaz. So yes, I do have you beating Duke. And after that, you come back home to play your in-state rival, Virginia. And yes, I mean Virginia is garbage. I mean yes, you'll beat Virginia. So anyway, so that's it. So that does bring you out to 9-3 and 5-3 in the ACC. So, but anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. Give me your record prediction for Virginia Tech, and thanks for watching. And I'll see y'all again next time.